does it feel following
Right.
that up?
Do you want me to do everything, or?
Universe. How does it feel?
Oh, okay.
That character? Not necessarily. I'm pretty sure you're doing a different take from who played it previously.
I like that you're not saying his name.
No.
He who shall not be named.
Because you are Lucius Fox right now, so
Iconic voiceover.
Yeah. God in some movies. How do you follow God up, right? Voice of God. It's very. I remember at first that was a big deal in my brain. Like I was actively like, man, I'm not gonna do nothing like him, forget him. And then I really at first, nobody knows this. I've never said this. I started with his voice.
Really?
With Morgan Freeman's voice. I did a good Morgan Freeman. I'm not gonna do it right now. But I started with that voice, and then I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like this is your chance to create a whole mythos of your own in a show that's kind of delineating but kind of going back to where we're going. So now it's exciting because nobody's done it besides him. I mean, video games and cartoons, sure, but no human besides God. And is he really human? Let's be honest. So yeah, it's very exciting, and it's a fun responsibility to be the smartest guy in the room, to be a brown person who is that, and to not rely on violence at all to get it done. Is an image that I didn't realize was important to me, but now that as I do it and as we continue to develop our version of him, I'm like, oh yeah, no, he should never, because I fight. Chris Chalk fights. Like I studied jiu-jitsu, I love fighting, and I was like, no, we shouldn't use it, because then it's like another brother fight.
Yeah.
It's like, it's nice to be like, no, I don't
It's
do
a good
that.
twist, though.
Yeah, it's
nice
a good.
twist. Yeah, it's nice twist.
Somebody could take his brain over. You never know.
Or he could teach Bruce.
Or he could teach Brute, but Alfred's better.
Yeah,
Alfred's a badass. Yes, sir.
Hilton George, Blurred Con, your question about responsibility. You are a very diverse actor with a very diverse resume. This might be the first role that is going to follow you as far as a fandom for the rest of your career. You will be Lucius Fox in the minds of the fans for probably a whole generation. How does that feel?
I hadn't thought about that until you just said it.
No pressure, no pressure.
So now
no pressure.
that I'm thinking about it and being overwhelmed by the waves of emotion, it's pretty fun. It's great. And it's interesting to see who comes up, because me and my wife live in New York currently, and so it's fun to see who comes up and say they watched the show. And it's usually brown people, and they're so grateful and kind. So like, as long as people don't hate me, it's a great thing. Yeah, and it's fun to be, again, the second person to ever play this very important character who has been undersung for as long as the comic's been out. You know, his first appearance is real like weak. I don't know if you remember it, but he just gets randomly captured, and they're like, and this black guy's important now.
Yeah.
Like,
He exists.
and now to be a part of a storytelling that is before all that, sort of, you know, it's pretty fun. And we're kind of establishing this new mythos.
But do you enjoy the opportunity to get the chance? Because every other interpretation of Lucius Fox, whether it's been the aforementioned actor before, or even in the comic books, has always been he's older, he's a mentor to Bruce. He's, you know, this is a chance to see him in his early days, really for the first time. So even though this is a classic character, you get to do an iteration that no one's seen before.
Exactly, that's exciting because also he's fallible. Like we're seeing him make mistakes. We're seeing him be afraid of things, and in the future he's going to be like, oh, I've got something for that. I've been planning for this for 30 years, you know. And it's 30 years before, and it's like, oh, let me go make that. Like it took me half a season to fix a computer.
Yeah.
I was like, how long am I gonna be in that basement? And why am I still wearing the same clothes? Did I never leave? They're like, maybe not, Chris. So I lost the question because that made me laugh so much. Say the last part of that?
So you get to give an iteration to this character
Yes.
that has never been seen before.
And that's what we talk about actually as a cast. Like, there is no wrong way to do this because it's the only one that's ever been done. And like, they don't even really, I mean, they work closely with the DC writers, but they have so much freedom. As long as we go to certain places by the end of it, we win.
And moving forward as Lucius Fox, are you interested in diving into the technology side of it? Like what he's going to be able to add to Jim Gordon and to future Bruce Wayne. So can you tell us anything that, you know?
I can tell you, let me see. I got to remember what episode we're on.
You don't want to have him have red dots and be like, I can't say anything now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like my heart start beating fast. Let me look at my watch and see my heart rate. I can tell you that. You know what I can tell you is that I can't tell you, but I'm going to tell you what I can't tell you. I was talking to. I can't say that. I was talking to a person in production.
Okay.
Who is equally as excited about a thing that is coming before the end of the season that is going to require a lot of hands, but that Lucius builds. It's so vague.
No, that's perfect.
But it's
Let
there's
the
a
speculation
lot of people.
begin.
A lot of people are very excited about this thing. Obviously, I'm very excited about it because I made it. Though I have no hand in really making it.
Okay.
But I do get to weigh in on it, the design, which is really cool.
That's great.
Should have started.
It's awesome.
We good? We done?
I don't know.
We keep going. I got random questions.
I guess I should ask this.
Go.
So,
Yes,
jumping onto Gotham and stuff, was there ever any kind of like, okay, you read up on the character in the comics and stuff, was there ever any like, okay, since I want to make this my own thing, I don't want to be like the comics, I just want to be straight up just on his own? Because that's a big thing when it comes to TV shows and stuff. Everybody wants that.
I didn't want to. I mean, I feel like if you stray too far from things that are established, you piss people off. And also, he's so underserved that there's no point in like. It's like if you're playing Batman, yes, do something different, please. Save us all. Please do something different right now. But it's not nice. But gosh, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, I didn't say that. But no, it's. There's so little of him that you don't have to stray from the source material too much because nobody really knows who he is. We got to establish him first. So whoever's next, they'll be like, I'm not gonna be like God or Chris Chalk. He's God still.
It still is. It will always be there.
It will always be there. How cool is that career? It's a dope career.
And you've acted with some great actors before, even like the Fences play, Denzel Washington.
Yep.
So, what has been your best like experience with another actor that you learned from the most?
Probably Viola Davis. And I'll tell you what I learned because I work pretty hard. Like it's like a blue collar family, but like art.
Yeah.
So like I'm 40 hours a week whether I'm employed or not. I work. And I remember Vi just won some awards, and she came in with an acting book, like how to act. I was like, what the hell are you doing? So like her work ethic, it informed mine in an inspiring way where I was like, I work hard and I still got a long way to go. Because of that, deity is working that hard and I still gotta, because she was Viola Davis before she was Viola Davis.
Yeah,
like she's so that's it. She's the one.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.